My name's Bonzo, and a few weeks ago, I packed up my life and said goodbye to the place I've called home for the last 4 years and moved to the most electric city in the world, New York City. Why? Well, I just graduated dental school. 4 grueling years, and I finally became a doctor. But the truth is, becoming a dentist wasn't my dream. The dream was to tell stories, create content, and build something of my own. So this is me, taking that leap, starting over in a brand new city, chasing something big. And this video, this is the first step. Apartment hunting in New York City. Let's go. Arrived. This is where we will be for the weekend. We are currently in Brooklyn. Just made it in. It's like 7, actually it's like 8 o'clock. The objective is simple. We're gonna cut straight to it. The point of this video is to find an apartment in New York City. No, you can stay in frame because it takes a second to adjust. So you gotta stay in the frame.
What's up, guys?
I said that I'm here with my best friend who's a lawyer in New York.
Moving to New York.
Here we are getting ready to apartment hunt for the weekend. This is my best friend and future roommate Malik, who is a lawyer and an aspiring designer. We decided to make the move to NYC together, and so we were excited to finally be here. But we didn't anticipate how hard it would actually be to find apartments that we like. Here's the truth, okay? We don't have a single apartment to tour. Not a single one.
Hey, we got a response. Wait. Oh, yeah, I'm showing this probably at the end of the day. Not so you can make it.
We're there. We just got our first day! The excitement of finding an apartment to tour was short-lived when we got to this apartment. This apartment was listed for $4,200 in the Lower East Side. It was a complete catfish. Like, it looked nothing like what we saw on the online listing. So when we got there, it was just mad awkward because we couldn't even like it. Location was good, but that was pretty much the only thing. And we even ended up touring another unit in this building, and the guys didn't clean it, and they were like sleeping, so the broker had to wake them up, and it was just the whole thing. That place was a piece of shit. I'm gonna just tell y'all straight up. We went to a second showing. These guys were supposed to have the apartment clean, ready for us. Shoes everywhere, like shit in the toilet. It was insane. And shout out to Malik for that. Malik found us that first spot, so. These next 2 apartments we looked at were in East Village. This first one was in the Lower East Side, and when we got there, there were a line of people already waiting, so we knew this was going to be a good spot. This apartment was listed at about $4,900, 2-bed, 1-bath, stainless steel appliances, really good lighting, and even had the rooms on 2 separate ends of each other, which was huge for us. But we just had a feeling that this apartment was going to be about who wanted it the most, and for some reason, we just weren't sure if this is the one that we saw ourselves living in. So we went ahead and went on to the next spot. This was in Little Italy, and it was a newer building. Again, 2-bed, 1-bath with the rooms on separate ends of each other. This was located on a really busy street, and honestly, it's a lot smaller than it appears to be in the videos. The real estate agent that showed us this took like 3 minutes to do the whole thing. And this one was really pricey. I think it was like $5,100, so it was just out of our budget.
To her? Mm-hmm. Oh, bro, it don't really matter. No, it actually does. Because the thing is even though she
$1 million worth of game.
Great question, brother. I don't know. Wait on it. It'll come to me. Or you.
We're 2 grown-ass men. Like, that's the thing. Like, we are grown-ass men, so we need our own space. And yeah, this is just going to be interesting because, like, I haven't had to share a bathroom with somebody in a super long time. And I don't know what it means to live, like, in a shoebox. But it's all for the sake of New York City. After taking a day off apartment hunting, we jumped back on the horse and decided to go back to Lower East Side. This unit was listed at $4,800, and honestly, it looks really good, right? Good lighting, stainless steel appliances. There's just one thing I forgot to mention. It doesn't have a living room. I never in my life thought I'd have to consider an apartment without a living room, but I did this day. And for that reason, it was an obvious no.
It's like it just... Yeah, I know what you mean. In a weird way, it's like there's clearly not a living room, but... Yeah. Thank you so much, man.
Guys, we were losing all hope at this point. I toured this spot by myself, and this was also in Lower East Side. This spot was tiny. Again, it just wasn't doing it for me. Honestly, look at the view outside the window. It's like the place where Saw used to hold people hostage, like in those movies where he was like, do you want to play a game? It looked insane. For those obvious reasons, it was a no. On to the next spot. Also in Lower East Side, Soho to be exact. We just clearly weren't giving up on this area. This spot honestly wasn't too bad. It was an 8-foot floor walk up, which was a lot, but it looked decent. My only issue with it was the fact that the lighting was awful. There was no window giving good light in the living room, which was huge for us because we want to create content and, you know, just be happy. So that spot was an absolute no. Lastly, went to a spot in downtown Brooklyn because at this point we started considering Brooklyn. This spot was beautiful. My videos of it are terrible, but due to the reviews online saying that it's the worst place in the world, it was obvious that we couldn't stay there. So no. So at this point, you're probably asking, do these guys ever find an apartment? Spoiler alert, we do. And the next video is actually an apartment tour. And guess what? It wasn't even one of the spots we toured. And in fact, we didn't even tour the spot in person. We saw it on video and signed. So I'll see you next video.